Comrades power! Comrades power! Bunge power! Viva comrade viva! Viva waziri viva! Kwa majina ni Mokeira Juliet. Kwa yule ambaye ananipenda sana ataniita female commander. Bwana Yesu asifiwe. I am here representing the great multitude today. That is the comrades and the youths. And as a student of the Eldoret National Polytechnic, the first and the only lady that has ever vied for the presidency seat since the existence of the Eldoret National Polytechnic. Bwana Yesu asifiwe. Bwana Waziri, I have very few points to put across to you today. My first point goes through the capitation of the students at TVETA programs. Bwana Waziri, as the President Bunge has said, our school fees have hiked. As a student partaking a program under the modularized CDAC program, we pay a sum of 105,000 per year to finish a diploma degree, to finish a diploma certificate. And one thing that is affecting us is that our capitation is 30,000, but what is received at our institutions is 17,000 Kenyan shillings. And our help, Bwana Yesu asifiwe. Comrades power. Niongele help nisiongele. Help at our institutions are delayed. And if they are dispersed, we are given 26,000. Bwana Waziri, is it fair to us as comrades? Some of us come from vulnerable groups, vulnerable families, and 26,000 summed up with 17,000 with the school fees that I'm paying to finish my diploma. That is around 210,000. For a modularized program, it takes 5 semesters. And for each semester, I pay 35,000 for 3 months, Bwana Waziri. Bwana Waziri, my prayer today is that ukienda kukaa kubalance hizo vitabu zako huko kwa treasury. Ukibalance fees, balance pia hiyo capitation na help. Isonge juu, fee pungue. Ndo nikipea mzazi stress nyumbani ya kuishi na kukula, pia fees haimpei stress sana. And Bwana Waziri, we understand that through privatization of companies and everything, we are also able to get more funds. And through kulipa hizi debts zinatu huko nje. Our request is that can that money also be channeled to important institutions like health, education, and other institutions, Bwana Waziri. And lastly, also through privatization, we know that you can link the youths, the comrades out there with job markets through their training skills. That is our prayer today, Bwana Waziri. Mukienda huko mutukumbuke sisi kama youths. Asanteni. Comrades power.
Thank you. I'll welcome finally the next comrade, Okumu Osea, to finish on behalf of the youth.
Comrade power! Comrade power! Wanabunge power! Wanabiashara power! Our CS Mbadi Tibim! Thank you so much. At this moment, I remain by the name of Okumu Osea. As comrades, our CS, we work with the 3 rules as a comrades. And our first rule says a comrade is always right. And the second rule again remains the comrade is right. And our third rule refers to the first and the second rule. You see, must have been talked about help. Indeed, Bwana PS, as you are talking, our CS, as you are talking right now, we have a debt where 2024-25 help was not paid to our accounts. Even as we are talking, we have a huge balances. And we believe by today, you are going to answer our prayer. Kwamba this comrade will not keep on staying angry. And I believe even today from this meeting, these people are not going to stay angry. We believe in you. Comrades power. And our CS, allow me to say this. Because the youths has got a large number in our country. I don't know what is your plan in this 2025-2026 budget. What are you budgeting for these people? I believe you are going to give us kwamba even as we end this meeting, kwamba our budget even for these youth, you remember last year, youths going on roads because we were not engaged. But we believe because of this engagement, kwamba you are going to answer our prayer. You are going to answer these comrades today. You are going to make these comrades to stay not angry anymore. Comrades power. Comrades viva. And then our CS. You see, when you look at the bursaries, decentralization of bursaries, it is our plea. Kwamba why can't we combine all these bursaries to be channeled in one direction? Ndio tusikue atuji ya county, tusi ya whatever. Let's be channel kama ni kuboost help. Isaidie mahali pale. Comrades power. Even as I'm finishing, I believe today, comrades, you are not going to stay angry. Comrades power. Our CS here is going to give you even something little to eat. Comrades power. Thank you so much. May God bless you so much.
Asante. I want to recognize the presence of Juakali. 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 We have seen you, and in due course you will also speak, no problem. Waziri will listen to all of us. I want to finish with the youths entirely. So finally, let me welcome Kassam. Thank you. Let's give him time. Comrades, Waziri is writing. We are all writing. The things we are saying here today are not in vain. They are supposed to be discussed, deliberated, and they find their way into the next budget. So please, let's be calm and hear our brother speak. Tafadhali, yeah?
Comrades power. Comrades power. Wanabunge power. Comrades viva. Viva. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm the renowned Jevin Oyoo Kassam. I'm the preacher of the gospel of His Excellency the President, William Samoei Otieno Ruto. Ladies and gentlemen, I am only the surviving third-born son of my late father. Today I'm not here to bore you much with words. I'm also the chairperson for College and University Association of Kenya. As TVETs, on behalf of 100,000 plus comrades who are not here, with due respect, Waziri, before I divert from the agenda, let me stick to it. Number one, just to enlighten you, His Excellency, the former President of Kenya, Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, did not privatize any sector or did any sales of shares. That's why Kenya borrowed almost 3-point-something trillion. And we are paying that debt to date. A wise man will tell you that the sources for the government to get its funds is by one, selling what it has so that it can get something little. This is not the first time Kenyan government is selling something or leasing something. In 1993, to that reign to around 2002, the reigning president sold shares from 100% to zero of a private company that I'm not going to talk about right now. Those sales were made. You understand? Those sales were made and education was not free. Those sales were made and we had poorest infrastructure during those regimes. President Moi Kibaki in 2008 sold shares of Safaricom from 60 and reduced it to 35%, right? I did my research right. And that 35% is what is left. His Excellency the President and Kenyans at large, if we support the sales of the 15% of Safaricom shares, we will still retain 20%. Clap for me. You must clap for me because I did my research right. If we sell 15% of the shares, each at 34 shillings, Kenya is going to gain whopping 204 billion Kenyan shillings. Privatization of Kenya Pipeline will generate almost 100 billion Kenyan shillings. Waziri, that brings me to my question. 204 billion plus 100 billion, that is 300 billion Kenyan shillings. On behalf of TVET students and colleges, what is our take from the 300 billion? I'm taken aback by where a student who is only taking a level 6 course is paying up to 105,000. And when I did my research, a wise man is talking and Waziri is right here. We will talk about you when I'm done with the main agenda. Comrades, viva! Comrades, viva! Don't interfere with an orphan when he's speaking. I might get emotional. So, when these sales are made, Waziri, I was asking, look at an institution like the Eldoret National Polytechnic. That institution has a population of 19,800 plus students. And the hostels there only can contain 300 students. You can imagine. Only 300 students residing within the institution. And the remaining 18,000 plus are residing in Kisumu. That is why there is high rate of insecurity in Kisumu, Langas, Kapsaret constituency. Not because of any other reason. The population is overwhelming. Ladies and gentlemen are jobless. And in all, Wasakatonge have to earn an honest living. Wasakatonge power. Wasakatonge power. Wasakatonge have to earn an honest living. That's why there is insecurities in that place. Plea number 1 for the Eldoret National Polytechnic. There is a huge land there. Do as affordable housing. Rent it to the entity so that the money generated from the school can be used to pay for those houses. Waziri, as I wind up, and I want to say this in Kijaluo for a second. Pek mar nyang ema miyo nyang. Pek mar nyang ema miyo nyang. Just to translate from French, it is the weight that is on the private part of a crocodile that makes a crocodile sinks. That is a local proverb that we always give Waziri while we're in the village. Ladies and gentlemen, Waziri, a time has come when, after talking about Kenya and privatization and all that, being a property of the government of William Samoei Ruto, is now that time that I have to table my interest before I go and get a seat. Waziri, since the Student Budget Committee began, I was in Migori, I was in Kakamega, and today I'm here. Nobody pays me to run all these errands. When Nyota Fund was running, and I have those details in my head, I was in Eldoret, I went to Nakuru, and I even went to Nyeri. You think I'm given any allocation? Oh no. I ran because my mother is your neighbor back in Laknyero. So I want to support you emotionally so that if you win in 2032, you remember son of Atieno and give me a little cut in that government. I can represent the young people. Even that time, I'll still be a youth. Comrades, wisdom. Now, to end it, Waziri, I'm here with the women representative for Wasakatonge, the Kenyan region. Sir Aaron just waved. Arona is a wise man. Thank you, sir. Arona is a wise man. Sir, Arona and I, we have taken the mantle of coordinating students across these entities. We were with Arona in Migori, we went to Kakamega, and finally we are here. I want to tell people that anybody who supports the government, you do not have to be paid so that you support the government. and also instant results does not come. I also want to urge you, Waziri, on behalf of other devoted young people wenye wana support serikali, msifanye tuteseke hadi watu watutusi. We uko na waziri leo, kesho uko na una kitu. Yet people insulting the government are being called to the bargaining table. I don't want to insult the government, whether they employ me or they don't employ me. I know in 2032, when you become the president of the Republic of Kenya, the son of Atieno will have something. Comrades, viva! Comrades, viva! Chairman, these are Wasakatonge who brought themselves. Waziri, just your attention in a minute. I'm the person who coordinated the students to get to this place. But I only had slots of 60 students who are being brought to this place, which we did very genuinely. But as the chairman, I have to walk around with a team of people who are also have interest in building the nation. Ladies and gentlemen, Wasakatonge are here. Wamama wa yellow, tumsifu Yesu Kristo. Ao ni watu pia wenye wako kwa list. Na Wasakatonge wengi wao pia wako kwa list. I know you as a wise man who has been MP for the longest time until you got tired. This small number will not refuse you to control so that they will not abuse me on the social media. So, Waziri, that is not asking for support. That is just being realistic on the actual facts that are on the ground. Sindio? When Waziri for Finance is around, we are talking matters of building the nation. Sindio? My take, Waziri, if you want to sell 20% and retain 15%, as long as Kenya is not going to borrow and education prices is going to reduce, kindly sell. We don't have to go and borrow 300 billion from somewhere while you can sell something that we truly own. Even when a cow becomes of age and it is not producing enough milk, you sell it and use it to pay fee. Waziri, if the 15% will save the educational sector, more so the TVETs, kindly sell 20 and retain 15. Asanteni sana, and we will go to heaven. Wacha nisalimie Waziri, angalau mamangu atumiwe hii picha. Kuna venye mambo itaenda 2030. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Hao ni vijana waziri. I'll call the national coordinator under vijana waziri to Capitol, okay, Solomon, so that you understand that Waziri has the interest of the youth at heart. Explain the position of Waziri